Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome back to the NA Dota Elite League. I'm SB Revolution 5, joined by Ruptur for a game that is probably going to go down in history as one of the greatest games of NEL ever played. We've got on one side Arteezy, Squee, Capitalist, SLP, and Corky Player. I'm not sure who they are, to be honest. And then on the other team, we have Trouth, Universe, Cardinal, Harea, and Madog. Some of those are names you, of course, recognize. Some of those you don't, but this is NEL, where rising stars are born. Ruptur, welcome to the cast.
Hello, what's up, bitches? How you doing? How you man doing? You doing all fine, man? Let's get to so many Dota action, man. And I need to stop dropping this fucking accent because it's not working for me.
Hey, it's all good. There's been some great Dota going on today. We had El Clasico a little bit ago. And, sadly, my team was not in favor, but hey, somebody has to come out on top. We are going to see, though, the Juggernaut coming out, and Ruptur, this has been a pick who has been rising in popularity very, very quickly. Any thoughts on this?
All I can say is, man, you gotta go fast, you gotta speed fast, you gotta cut fast, and you gotta cut hard. I'm kind of curious.
That's been the build, though. Is Mask of Madness Yasha, just move speed, attack speed, everything you can have there, and Mukau ban. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, something I'm kind of curious is like, why is the attack speed stuff on the Juggernaut, so favored by teams? I mean, I get that he has a really high attack speed and good agility gain, but I am like, well, wouldn't it be better just to focus on I mean, like Mask of Madness is alright, or Yasha is alright, but then just focus into like armor reduction items in order to make your Omni Slash just totally destroy nerds left, right, and center. I don't know. It's just something I'm a little bit confused about it. Maybe someone kind of enlightened me, but I mean, it's just something. I mean, it's a really good, solid build, because if you're able to take any structure with the Juggernaut, I mean, it's like, well, you have like, I don't know, like 500 attack speed, so it's like, I mean, it's pretty damn fast, but
especially with this lowered base attack time, and
exactly.
The crit chance, I think, is the real big thing why the build shifted that way and why he's risen so much in popularity. The 6 base agility, sure, it's nice, but it's not enough to say, oh, this is instant first pick, first man material. Yep, Whiff's got it in the chat there. More attack speed is more crits, and that's exactly what you want here. Of course, speaking of crits, we've got Ember Spirit on the other side, a very notable Daedalus carrier. I would expect we might see Arteezy. By the way, apparently Corky Player is Brax, who's drafting for them. And on the other side, we've got Madog, who is Dota the 2, another very notable pub player. They're actually going to go ahead and pick up an early Riki pick here. Usually we only see this as a pocket pick, but it can definitely work it out. However, Juggernaut may not have to build as much attack speed. With Troll Warlord on the team, he may just get it naturally. And with Vengeful Spirit's Aura, we're looking at a lot of physical damage here. Riki can be good against Jug because Omni Slash generally means you're not going to be popping dust in the middle of it. Juggernaut's not generally going to be carrying dust, although he can, of course. And Riki's permanent invis may bail him out from an Omni Slash somewhere down the road. It still seems like a risky pickup.
Yeah, it is. I mean, on Riki, you're kind of banking on the Brood Mother factor, but you have like less ways to actually escape. So the Brood Mother factor, which is pretty much forcing enemy heroes to buy sentries, buy dust, and just pretty much try to get away with it without dying. That second part is really hard with Riki. However, if you're able to not die a lot in the early game and just force, dust and sentries and such, you're in a really good spot because you're gonna be perma-eating supports for dinner, lunch, and pretty much any snack that you feel like it, man. I mean, it's gonna be ridiculous. Now, okay, well, that kind of throws that a little bit off the balance.
Yeah, and Slark picked up, but they've got a lot of pick-off potential on either side here. The one other thing I see from your Arizona Iced Out Sad Boys is that Sand King and Vengeful Spirit are not the liberalist supports. They're going to be a very greedy. They need specific items. Sand King with the Blink Dagger, Vengeful Spirit with pretty much anything, but probably like a mech or something. They're not going to want to spend all their gold getting sentries and dust for Riki, especially not the Sand King. He's the kind of hero that if he falls behind in item progression, he's really going to help your team fall behind. But if he's ahead, he can really control the tempo of the game, much like a Nyx Assassin. So for your Radiant team lineup, I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to be we need to get ahead early, and we need to stay ahead of this enemy team. Because Slark and Riki, if they start out ahead, they're going to be great. But if they fall behind quickly, we'll see.
I mean, the Nyx is... This is going to be a little bit awkward, because the Nyx is probably going to... One of these teams is going to be ending up building a gem. Probably the Radiant side. The problem is, like, if they lose the gem, you know, and it drops into Dire's hands, it's going to be a pain in the ass for 3 reasons. A, dewarding, of course.
Yeah.
B, because you will be able to see the Nyx Assassin and the Sand King, you know, pretty much, you know, whatever you feel like it. And third, of course, you're freaking blind because you've lost your gem. So, I mean, either way, I mean, it could be...
Don't let the game tell you can't.
Yeah. But either way, it could happen the other way around. I mean, it could be like, okay, maybe the Riki is gonna get, well, the Disruptor is gonna get a gem just to deal with this Nyx Assassin. They lose the gem, and suddenly Riki's in all kinds of hell. So, especially because either one of those, if Universe gets the gem, this is why I love.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
One of the NEL casts I did over the summer was just like Mason like raging so hard. It was about 5 minutes into the game that it was like, okay, we lost, and then he just sat in Fountain like typing lines from an anime in there, and I was like, oh dear.
Oh well, that's always rich. That's always rich. But yeah, I mean, either way, I mean, if Universe is able to get...
Wait a second, Arteezy Enigma. What is this?
Oh wow. Universe Nyx Altar, fuck, kill yourself. It's classic
NEL right here.
Yeah,
anyways, let's go ahead and introduce our teams real quick.
Hope to get as a first NEL game, to be honest.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, the full experience, man.
Yeah, and I'll get you officially vouched, but it's to the point where literally anyone can cast. Grant's casting on another channel, so... I mean, yeah,
hey,
they'll let anybody...
He's a lovely caster.
I joke about it, but yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's like a legit caster. He's really good, man. I wish I was half as good as he is. No, I'm not even trolling. Oh, okay, and now I see what the fuck is going on. Never mind that. Yeah, I'm not even trolling this. I'm like dead serious about it, and then everyone is just like throwing shit at each other.
Oh yeah. Welcome to NEL. Anyways, let's go ahead and real quick introduce the teams. We've got SLP on the Ember Spirit for the Dire. Arteezy going to be in the jungle, hard farming it up, getting his Midas early on. We know how he does. He's going to be on the Enigma. We've got Brax, otherwise known as Corky Player 32. He's going to be on your Riki here, actually getting stunned up by Nyx Assassin up top. Down in the bot lane, it looks like we have Capitalist from Join Dota, and Squee on the Slurk. Capitalist, of course, taking up the Disruptor.
Damn. Now, on the side of the sad boys, which, fittingly enough, I was actually chugging some Arizona iced tea, so... You know? No, actually, I'm not even shitting you, man. I can even, take a snapshot out of that. I'm like, well, this is fitting. We're gonna have Cardinal on the Juggernaut, bitch. We're gonna have Tralf on the Vengeful Spirit, Haraya on the Sand King, Universe is gonna be on the Nyx Assassin, and also we're gonna have on the middle lane, Maddock, I guess?
Yeah, otherwise known as Dota the 2. He is...
Oh, okay, Dota the 2. Yeah,
You've heard of him, right?
One I was totally lost.
For those of you that haven't, he's not in the top 25 at the moment on NEL, but in the past he has been a very, very notable player in the scene. And currently, yeah, definitely. Arteezy does have the most last hits. Of course, it's kind of a given with Enigma in the jungle. On the other hand, though, the 3 Radiant cores are leading the board. Otherwise, Troll should have a pretty decent matchup against Ember. He's got great early move speed and can keep out of Ember's reach with Flame Guard, and also can just cut right through it with his physical damage. So, shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, now, going back a little bit into the mid-game and a little bit of the point that I was trying to get across before, you know, all the banter happened, which, I mean, it's going to happen a lot. Well, speaking of banter, well, Arrayus is going to go with a double damage, and just Melody's going to get right-click to that real quick, easy peasy.
Capitalist was coming in to help, but he's a little late to the party here. Pause that and you're getting a 12-hour ban.
Oh, man. God, man. See, I can respect the Grant, and on top of that, man, he's like, I am blowing all of this, man. I cannot even fathom what it is on NEL with the freaking IX mic, man. That's just... Oh, it's like IX mic versus Grant.
Oh, dear.
Oh, man, that would be some golden schnitzels right there, man. In the meantime, oh, man, Araya playing pretty cocky here, but they don't really have any way to punish him for it. But yeah, going back a little bit into the mid-game situation, it's like either if Universe or the Riki manages to get a gem by killing, you know, an enemy support, it's gonna be hell for the other one, because it's like, okay, I'm just gonna be in Vendetta with a gem, so I'm just gonna jump start on the
Here we go.
There we go.
The 4-minute GG. It's already over. That was a great game, though. I really love the way that First Blood was acquired and then everyone else gave up. But no, like you were saying, a gem is going to be a big factor. I'm even recalling something I read on Reddit once, which this is from, I believe, a 4K player's point of view, about how he was using Riki to grind MMR, and he was saying, you don't wait for the enemy team to buy a gem and then figure out what to do. You buy your own gem and go around and take all their wards out. Having no vision against a Riki is probably one of the scariest things that can possibly happen. Now, I'm not saying it's great advice, but in this lineup, it's even better because it's going to lock down Nyx and Sand King. I'm hoping the Slark won't end up going for something like a Shadow Blade, simply because it's going to be really rough for the Riki if he does, but, oh, Melody gets ripped apart on the mid lane. He tried to use Searing Chains either to clean up 2 creeps or he just missed in general, and it did not work out well for him.
Brand number 1 caster in A. Well,
he's just not listening to us, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Well, that would be like top NA caster CA, so I'll give him that. Anyway, yeah, but the problem also it is like, okay, what happens if the Riki manages to get the gem? Well, the Nyx is gonna have a horrible time, because even in Vendetta, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna jump you with a smoke bomb and just pretty much destroy you. Flip the script. It's like, well, I'm a Riki, and then all of a sudden I'm getting Vendetta up and just spied upon and just getting my ass handed to me.
Yeah.
Either one of them is horrible for the other one. You know, and that's I feel like it is the biggest point. It's a really, really humongous. It's not even a double-edged sword. It's not like a freaking double-edged, two-handed freaking battle axe. A gem on this game, man. This is gonna be like ridiculous for either one of them.
Yeah, it's a major gambit for either side to pick it up, because they're risking so much with it, but they also gain so much with it. It's kind of the mini rapier of this game, you could say. Vengeful Spirit actually finding a double damage rune is going to go back bot, and they do have their pull camp blocked at this point, so not going to be able to get any more out of that. And actually armor reduction coming out on Slark, but he'll pop the ulti and just run here. Cardinal did have ult, and I think he was just waiting for Slark's ulti to go down, so no big deal there.
Oh, Arteezy.
Oh, oh, wait. He actually gets the Malefice off on Universe and manages to disengage. Universe, just knowing his limits, knowing he should not engage here, especially without any mana and any ability to clear those Enigma Indolence. And Arteezy being very greedy here in the jungle. In fact, if Nyx gets his 6 again and just comes up here and taps Arteezy on the shoulder, he can take him out. Of course, hopefully Artur will head back to base by then, but you never know.
Nice glimpse, but better reaction from Universe. Getting glimpsed on, and he's just gonna go back. In the meantime, the Ember Spirit just gonna get quick access to the face, and then just long range access, and then just getting fouled up on.
Yep, and on the bot lane, they will dive behind the tower. Looks like a Omni Slash will end the life of Slark there, and he didn't have mana for his ultimate, no way to get out of that, so gonna be in a little bit of trouble down bot. Capizzi is pointing out in the chat there are 5 heroes who can interrupt Black Hole. Sand King's Burrow Strike, Nyx's Impale, or Carapace. Troll Warlord's Bash, if he gets lucky enough. He'd have to have really good positioning for that. And then swap from Venge and Juggernaut's Omni Slash, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Ooh, squeeze. Speaking of Black Hole, well, Cardinal's gonna eat one right to the face. Right to the kisser, man. Arteezy, this is your 6th Luxembourg. What's your excuse? Wow. Wow.
Did he whiff it completely? I was going to do a quick shameless plug, and then I control pasted and realized I started a local recording, and so it's going to paste a URL in my browser. Yeah.
Well,
awkward.
He landed it, but it was just a one-man Black Hole, actually. He was probably going to try to do, like, 2.
But it did secure the kill for him, so it works out in the end.
I mean, I think Granny's like, well, one-man Black Hole? What the fuck, man?
Learn to play, noob.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you're gonna waste on that? Oh, Universe, oh, Cap. I'm surprised that Cap is
no.
It's like, oh god, that mana burn. Oh,
yeah, and that is one of the dangers of picking a squishy int-based support like Disruptor against the Nyx Assassin. Can really bite you in the butt. And here's Trauf coming in. He does try to get a magic missile off. It doesn't eventually connect, but it's not even close enough. And Melody, he's trying to make it back here. He's going to have his brown boots coming on the courier. He is very poor right now. Only 17 last hits compared to the Troll Warlord's 54. Not to mention the fact that he has 3 kills to his name as well.
Cap.
Could get jumped on right there, but hold on. In bot lane, we actually have Cardinal about to get jumped from Squee, but Haraya getting turned around on. He'll manage to juke Slark with the Sandstorm there. Slark still diving for it. Arteezy's going to come in. There's Troll with the ulti, and a lot of physical damage now coming out. Cardinal will leap, and he'll actually get the Courier and Arteezy as well. Squee on the run now. Brax coming in here, but he's not able to do enough now. And Arteezy's a little salty about that. And apparently Bloody Nine is going to join Vici. Top tier gossip as well.
Yeah, man, he's gonna join freaking Vici, man.
Oh, but Capitalist on the top lane, who gets wrecked again. Trout finishing him off with the Wave of Terror. One of the most humiliating ways to die in all of Dota.
Yeah, I guess he wants his. I guess he wants his spot, man. I feel like it's some caster beef going right there, Kappa. But I mean,
Squee.
Middle.
Squee manages to lose his life. They do trade for the Troll Warlord, and that's a big kill for Brax. My dog is just trying to say, well, space created. But when Ricky is actually getting very close to a potential Yasha, or even a possible Diffusal Blade as well. It's scary, yeah. Oh, Pineal Gland is back. It's been too long.
Anyway, going back a little bit into the situation here, man. I'm kind of surprised that Cap is like going with his like legit tag instead of the one with Boreal that he has. Actually, speaking of Cap, he manages to get a kill on the Sand King, and the Courier is also getting killed on the Radiant side. Everyone, every chicken is getting killed, man.
No couriers for anyone.
Over again, man.
It's like a 1k MMR pub right now. No couriers. And I apologize for the bad joke about why does this hero need a life steal. I'm like, he's a no life. Oh, Brax goes Yasha first, according to Capizzi.
Oh my god, I almost facepalmed so hard that I actually...
Oh no, Arthur, he's on the run.
Oh,
Squeeze gonna come in, but the Omni Slash will both dodge the leash from Slark and enable him to pick up a kill. And very well played by the Radiant team. Absolutely stomping at this point. We've got about a 3k net worth lead, about a 1200 XP lead. Speaking of which, net worth actually among heroes is relatively even, with only really Troll Warlord branching out ahead at the moment. Oh, and Melody's getting jumped once again. He's got 1600 gold in the bank, probably saving up for those boots of travel. Still, his gold is going to be leaving him very quickly. If he had a drum, I'd say this is okay, but without any stats item to back him up, it's a really weak build at the moment. And Dota the 2, he's got his Morbid Mask. He's going for another lifesteal item, I'm assuming, and actually has a drum as well. He's very stacked up and taking the Ancients as well. Oh, but Cardinal going to get jumped on by both Brax and Capitalist. Capitalist just glimpsing him back to secure his own kill. Something he deserves at this point. And actually, Brax is going to commit for that Diffusal Blade right now. A very fast Diffusal Blade at 13 minutes.
Speaking of the King of Rome, looking for Cap to jump him. And actually, he's going to be really lucky about that, you know, that the Riki isn't actually nearby him. And, well... in the trees.
Oh
yeah,
no!
No, the Singaporean special is not gonna work for you, man. Or is it? Nope.
No, definitely not. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, though, we have Melody. He remnants in, and actually Trout getting hit with the Malefice, but it's not going to be enough. Brax able to take him down and get himself about 300 gold for it. And Troll wondering why he's getting flamed so hard at the moment. Don't we all, though?
Don't we all?
Every moment?
Come on, man.
I told my girlfriend today, she's
NEL
like...
without flaming would be like, you know, it will be like Chinese Dota without rising, man. That shit that just doesn't happen, man.
Yeah. I told my girlfriend today, like, she wanted some sort of, like, code word that if she ever needed me to call her while I was streaming, she could just say it in the chat. I was like, just use feeder. Nobody ever says that on my stream. She was like, oh, that'll work. I'm like, no, they always say that. Oh no, but here's the Omni Slash from Jug. It'll take down the Riki. Nice cancellation on the Black Hole from Universe. Walking into the Black Hole to stop it. Who would have thought? The Capitalist coming in with the Cavalry and Arteezy able to help clean up the kill. Capitalist going to secure one. They'll glimpse Trout back. He does have a magic missile for Arteezy. They might not be able to catch him out. In fact, there's Sand King coming on. Two-man Burrow Strike. Takes them both down. Spins the ult, and it's a 4-for-2 trade. Holy crap, that initiation from the Sand King. This is what I'm talking about. If this hero doesn't get a blink, you're in a world of pain as him. But then just turn the game around very quickly.
You're not in Brazil. Anyway, we're gonna see Troll Warlord getting jumped in, getting lashed in, and he's just gonna try to make a stand out of this, but no dice, brother. No dice. Yeah, man, that was a really good Sanky move from Haraya, man. It was pretty good, man. Pretty legit. Good response, actually. Like, good self-awareness on the map in general.
Yeah, we actually see a blink picked up on Troll just for a bit of mobility, and, you know, if it can work on Slug, it can work, yeah.
I feel like that's the biggest thing, especially watching Loda play in the...
Schaff getting jumped.
Like, yeah, well...
What was that swap? What was that swap, Trout? Oh my gosh.
Just like, well, might as well cast something. I guess. Alright. Alright, what? It sounds like those situations when something goes like, okay.
The flame from Grant. But yeah, Brax really beginning to come back into this game. He's already got his Diffusal up, and he's going to be building into a Yasha very soon. Also, guys, my apologies. It feels like I'm a little choppy here at the moment. Not sure why my FPS has gone down, but I will try to fix it if possible. For now, we're just going to have to sit with it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Anyway, that's a... Alright, Syndicate, what the hell are you talking about, man? Yeah, wait, what? Oh.
He's just playing anti-mage the slow way, okay? With the blink.
Oh,
Flash
Universe gonna get jumped in. Nice carapace, but he's still gonna drop, like, you know, pretty much like Rick.
And Arteezy flaming his former teammate hard.
Yeah.
And here we go with the fight over the farm, but actually, the throw down of Sentry, and Riki instantly there. He does get the medallion out on him, and they'll turn around on him, but not before Triumph already falls. The glimpse back.
Wow, the armor reduction was pretty good there.
Yeah.
At least with the medallion, they were able to ensure that kill, and now actually...
Capitalist going down!
The whole Quake, man. And actually manages to force a really early ultimate coming from the Slark, and that could actually spell his doom. Especially if he now doesn't get any Orange Juice's love. And he was 2 seconds away from his ultimate, so that really blows.
Yeah, I think Mad Dog was just asking for advice because he'd never played Troll and decided it was way too easy for him. Because he's playing it like a master here. Either that or he's just, well, trolling and saying, hey, I don't know how to play this hero, JK. And Arteezy isn't going for the blink. Actually, it looks like he's going for a push build with the Necrobook. Does know he needs to close out this game early because their heroes are definitely going to fall off late game if they don't get Ember incredibly farmed. And judging by his current farm, I wouldn't hold out for the Ember here.
Yeah, about that, man. That's what we call one tortilla enchilada, man. Which usually it means like you're really, really scraping the bottom. Now, Universe actually nice 2-man impale, and also with a good setup from Araya. Good response from Capitalist, trying to ensure some ground in there. Nice swap from 12, that's actually pretty good. And the glimpse to get it back, but gets a lot of space for Universe. Now Capitalist, well, he's gonna try to get out of prison here. That's the wrong way, buddy. That's yeah.
He won't quite make it. He would have had to kept running this way, but actually, Squee caught in the middle of a team fight among 4 heroes in a bit deep, I would say. And here comes Brax. Brax is going in against 5, and not afraid to either. He used his defusal already. He can't get off the dust, and he's gonna be dead.
Alright, what the? Trav is like, why the fuck me, man?
And here, the thing is, I think he might be even saying that Brax didn't even need to use that diffusal charge on him to keep him in the silence. I think he could have finished him off without it, and then had the diffusal to get the dust off of him and then live. But without that extra diffusal charge, he traded for it. Oh, Cardinal gonna BKB through it though. Keep in mind, Midnight Pulse does go through BKB. Now Melody, he's finished his Battle Fury at least.
That's a good glimpse though, man. Jesus, Capitalist is delivering, man.
Yeah, I do have to say, I'm definitely going to tweet Capitalist after this and tell him that those are some amazing plays. Like,
I mean, considering that he's getting, lambasted by pretty much one of the scary squads that you can get as a disruptor, man.
And he's actually making plays. Like
really
I really feel like
plays.
he's playing well. And most of the time, this consensus with casters is, well, all casters are around 3k MMRs, unless they're like Gods or Merlini.
Or Capitalist.
Apparently Capitalist too now. I didn't know Capitalist's
he was
skill level though.
Boreal a couple of seasons ago, so shit.
Oh really?
I know already that he's legit, but I'm a little bit impressed that he keeps himself like tuned in, because usually what happens like you start to fall off eventually. Oh wow, that was just really clutch with the chains there, and Universe is safe because there is a lack of a sentry. Isn't life wonderful?
Oh, but Sand King ready with the ulti, and they're going to just use it on Brax just to take him down, committing a lot to the Riki, a hero they already have to commit a lot of gold to, now committing cooldowns as well. But with Force Blink and Boots of Travel, I don't think Sand King is too worried about staying alive or anything in these fights. He's pretty much got what he needs, unless he wants Veil or Scepter after this.
God, please no.
36 kills in 22 minutes. This is I mean, you don't come to NEL for the excellent commentary on strategy or the player manners. You come here for the trash talk and for the team fights, because this is...
This is the backyard, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
If you're not down with this, we got 2 words for you. I'm not gonna say it because you already know which one. Anyway, going back into the... Going back a little bit into a match here. Let's see. Well, Slug manages to get a blink for himself, which was a little bit delayed, but hey, making it work, man. Making it work.
He definitely needed to get those drums as well. By the way, a special shout out to Regen Travens for following the channel. I forgot to turn off those notifications with sound, but whatever. Yeah, you came for the salt.
Yeah.
Actually, Radiant gonna go for a Roche as well.
Wasn't ready, man. But hey, I mean, we still have Grant, Kappa.
Troll laying down his Ring of Aquila and picking up that Aegis. He's actually going for an Ult Orb, so let's see. I don't know what that courier's... I'm assuming the courier's just going to pick up his Aquila. He could be going for pretty much anything here, though. He's going to go after Arteezy first, but Capitalist. There, can he get the glimpse back on him? It doesn't look like he's even going to use it, actually, as he gets jumped on by Jug. And he's going to go down.
That was
oh, and Universe...
All on one again.
Getting caught out by Arteezy and just locked down and ripped apart. But Mad Dog still standing strong, still with an Aegis to go, and a ton of attack speed as well. Haraya charging up the ult. He's going to go in here, finish off Arteezy, try to find Brax as well. Squee getting swapped back, but they can't quite focus him. He's just going to blink out. He's looking for a blink away, and he'll actually get the purge off as well. Not that he needed it. And now Melody coming in, but may not be able to get out in time. He had a remnant to get away to, though. Sun coming out on Squee. He'll purge it off. Looking for a leap. Not going to use it just yet, though. He does have the blink dagger as well. If he wants to re-engage here, he could, but I would not try it if I were him. Actually, he'll blink in, take out the healing ward, and try to get away. Didn't get the purge off, though, and he's going to pay for it with his life.
I guess he was trying to make some space for the Ember Spirit, question mark. Damn, if that was like a level... No, he didn't have the cooldown. That's the reason why. If Thrall had the cooldown on that swap, I think he wouldn't be able to actually make it from that distance. Oh, nice glimpse there, and well, Thrall, guess Capitalist is trying to give you a hint.
Arteezy with the amazing plays here.
Let's see, what is Ricky going for? Well, he's going for the... I'm gonna beat the living bejesus out of you.
Actually,
I guess.
This the white Eminem.
Well, he hasn't met Ryu, I guess, but shots. I mean, disregarding shots. Man, heroin shot right there, man. The Juggernaut invisible, 2 seconds for Omni, but he has way too many targets. So
I don't think he's worried
to really nitpick his victim.
Melody doesn't have a remnant out. Not that he needs one. Universe can lock him down, and the big thing with Radiant's team is they know Ember's the only late game quote unquote hope.
You do on the bottom lane, and bye Brax, man. Wait,
he used ult there? Okay.
Yeah, he epicentered and just went with a veil. And since the Ricky had like Mask of Madness on, it's pretty much an insta kill. So he was like, "Oh yeah, you wanna gamble here? I'm just gonna burst you down with the shit ton of freaking magical damage that you're not able to actually get away from." So I mean, it's a little bit excessive, but again, it is a Ricky, so I guess that kind of justifies it. You need to be like really, you need to engage him with extreme prejudice. And I feel like that's what I'm getting out of this match, you know, with the Rick in general. Is like, if you're able to kill him, go just kill him. Just, doesn't matter, just kill. You know,
whatever you have to spend on it, it's worth it because Ricky's dead. Yeah, basically.
Exactly.
I think Brax is trying to play this kind of like the old way people would play Bounty Hunter with the like, I can one-shot your supports every time I find them. And there is nothing you can do about it. Oh, you have a sentry ward. I'm too fast for you. I'm just going to walk up to you and tap you. Oh, you have a gem. That's cute. it's mine now. And while the burst damage is good, he does need the Mask of Madness to really accomplish that. And that's meaning he's taking more damage as well. And with him being the hard carry, it's risky.
And he's still sitting like at 1100 hit points as well, so even with his strength threats. So that's another problem. I mean, the way that this build kind of works is that you really need to rush out like a basher or something,
or maybe so a BKB or Sanj and Yasha. Seeing as you just picked up an Ogre Club.
Yeah, I mean, he's going for that out as well, but I mean, the immediate follow-up in theory of this kind of build is like, you go for a basher, regardless.
Yeah, it's probably BKB, because otherwise he would be going for the basher. And Haraya, overextending a little bit, but he uses his blink to try and escape. He's actually going to get leaped on. There's a glimpse back from Disruptor. He'll dust, but I don't think it'll do much. Actually, Trout's going to sacrifice himself to the Ember Spirit, reducing Ember's damage a little bit, but they'll lose the Sand King as well. And yeah, it would have been a big play if they hadn't lost Sand King, but then they did. So...
Sligu.
This Ligu is so stupid.
Yeah, this Ligu.
Ligu.
He's Korean all of a sudden, man. That's what's happening, man.
Oh, TC-sama.
Oh. Oh, Squeal is gonna get nice carapace actually from Universe to keep him in place, and they just burst it down. By the way, he has a Dagon, so happy times for Cap. Speaking of Cap, well, yeah, that happened. as soon as I was what did Serbs do to me?
What?
Yeah.
His ex was Serbian?
But yeah, usually what you wanna really do with that build on the Reek is just pretty much rush a basher as fast as possible, so you're able to stun knock people in a really smart amount of time. The problem is that this freaking Sand King is just totally denying his any chance of actually pulling that off, because he's getting picked on every single time. I mean, right now it isn't, but they're losing at tier 3 for that. So, you know, take it as you will. And there goes the jump on the LRTC. You are not luck for this war, brother.
He is going to buy back because he does have that black hole, but with half his team already dead or dying, I'm not sure what there is to do. The enemy team could just disengage against this, especially as Squee TP's in. He's going to be forced to use his ult. RTZ needs to make something happen soon. Can he catch Shroud? It doesn't look like it. Another one-man black hole. And, I mean, it's going to get the job done, but there's a bigger job to do.
Yeah. Was that the right job?
That's kind of the question, yeah. Would a Maleficus have done the same thing and made it work? Well, honestly, a little bit. But it did get them the gem, which we talked about being a small version of a rapier at this point. It's a lot easier to afford, but it also gives you huge consequences if you lose it. And
Cardinal, you're running into the wrong neighborhood, brother. Wrong neighborhood.
I think I have an emote for this.
Yeah. Rip.
What is my team? And of course, in any other league, this would be uncalled for. But in this league, it's a bit of a haha. Like, this is the one league you can actually broadcast with no delay. And everybody's like, yeah, whatever, we understand.
Yeah, and Squee, getting close. And actually, if you notice us, and maybe people are like, this customer's a little bit lazy, a little bit like slow and shit. It's like, no, we're actually just chilling with this because it is NEL. It is what this beast is. So we're like, just take it a little bit, I'm trying to do some analysis, but I'm not like really pushing it too hard. I hope. If not, I'm doing this wrong. But Rick is just calling stuff up, cause just shooting the shit, man. Just shooting the shit, man. If I had any liquor here, I will be just chugging this shit down right now, man. I'll be talking about ex-wives and shit, but I haven't been married anyway, so that sense. Anyway, Ooh, man.
3-pack?
12, you're... What?
Nothing, never mind. You have a glimpse back on Haraya, but it doesn't stop the ult in time. Slark gonna pay for it with his life, but Melody finally picking up some kills here as he has the Daedalus complete. Still sitting on those good old brown boots. No, he's not into replacing the races now. He is just all about the Browns.
Yeah, it's all about the Browns. And why the hell Universe... Okay, there's the troll. I was like, what the hell? Anyway... Troll, speaking of which, he's just getting jumped on by a BKB Ricky, so that's what he forced to do.
But Haraya with the 4 staffs! He manages to actually waste a bit of Brax's BKB and actually stay far out of his reach. Even with the Blink Strike change, he can't quite get that.
In the meantime, Cardinal not giving a single fuck. See, I guess like the Juggernaut build that he's doing right now is what that Ricky wanted to do with the Mask of Madness, but this is a little bit more stable. And of course it works better on Juggernaut just because you have 2 spells that actually can ensure you kills with relatively no effort. To be honest, I mean, the effort that you do on Omni Slash is pretty much calculate that you're not actually gonna pull out, you know, on multiple targets.
I was gonna get Dagon 5.
I don't doubt that for a second.
And where they're talking about warns, if you really troll too hard in NEL or play awfully, they will ban you from the league. And they're not kidding about it. It's like, yeah, if you're that bad, you'll get banned. And to be honest, you'd think, well, that's a little harsh just because someone plays bad. At this level, you're expected to be able to play well. And there is a $100 prize for the person who gets the most ladder points at the end of this, so it's basically like matchmaking with a permaban system. There's also, of course, oh, what is, it's not, yeah, it's IXDLO, which is the open league, which anyone can make an account and get in. Of course, you can get reported enough times on there and get kicked, so... Be warned, though, there's players of pretty much any skill level in there, and they're not necessarily good.
Yeah.
For instance,
At the same time,
I could sign up.
Oh god, that was close.
Oh, Squee. He made it out. Making us,
a little bit slow with the dagger, man. Just a little bit too slow. Why the hell is Sumal calling him a Nicaraguan, man? What the fuck?
It's because he's addicted.
It was nice.
He's addicted to Universe's personality, like it's nicotine. That would be it. Yeah,
gotcha.
Exactly.
I thought it was talking about me. People, I'm like, what the fuck?
Excuse
the last place
me.
I would expect that to happen. Well, not the last one, but it would be a really awkward place. And those islands.
I mean, they'd start with Peruvians here, right?
Man, I wonder what a... Oh, nice glitch from Haraya there.
Oh, poor...
Get destroyed, Cap, man.
That's more hate on Cap than Reddit's given him in the past.
Hot damn.
And Arteezy paying to his Ukrainian homeland, the pride of Ukraine, October with the axe.
Yeah, he's actually just channeling his inner babushka. For the potato farm.
Yes.
He needs to do this.
We have farm to have make potato.
Least, you know?
To buy a nice headscarf for babushka.
Dear God, look at this juggernaut, man.
As who was it?
Twice. Holy shit.
As Tyson P. Scroll said earlier. Roche melted. Like ice cream in Florida.
I can agree on that. I really can. Oh, what a... Oh, Haraya tried to make a kill on the Ember Spirit with Gale, and I think... yeah.
Oh no, he uses the one-man black hole that's been working out pretty well, but this time, not going to be so happy. Arthur already hitting the deck hard. They do take down Universe, so both your EG members, or at least previous EG members, on the deck right now, but...
And they forgot about the jam, which...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's pretty potato.
Pretty potato, yes.
Gem, guys, I'm like a little bit curious about why the Raiden didn't pick up the gem, which they had like a Rika to actually kill, and you were this in the process. What? Did that just happen?
Hold someone else for a change. I guess he just wants universe in his hole.
Yeah. Universe is it's special like that as Dragon
Oh
Ball
yes.
would say.
He's very.
He's special like that. He's one of a kind. Take it as you will, though. So, I mean, it could be either with smooching Aoi, or just being a one of a kind dude who actually plays Darkseer like a god and doesn't want to play Darkseer because he hates a fucking hero.
Yeah.
Make up your argument for that. But still, I mean, overall, just a solid advantage for the Ice Out boys, man.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I just remembered that DAC is starting back up in a moment, and I do want to play some bets.
Yeah, by the way, shout out to Daling for being a prick.
Hey, now.
Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? Oh, I'm sorry.
I know it's been a rough week for you, bro. Just keep checking your mail, and it'll be worth it.
I'll probably gonna try to do that tomorrow, bro.
Just remember, tomorrow's Sunday, so
Oh well, fuck me.
yeah. Hey, go check your mail. Just kidding, you can't. I guess Arteezy's trying to say that it's something along the lines of they may have started from the bottom, but now this is where they are.
Yeah.
In other words,
from
here.
Bottom, and then we're nothing because reasons.
The question is, what if it's...
Number of the
oh,
beast,
wait.
Number of the beast with that 666 crit, man. Kappa. Anyway,
420 crit on Arteezy as well, but meanwhile, Troll is just a madman on these racks. We actually have Jug jumping in here. Melody gonna get hit pretty hard now. Riki coming in. He'll try to go after Cardinal. Actually manages to bash him as well. Cardinal does have an Abyssal. It's off cooldown. There's not enough. There's Troll. That blink paying off tenfold as Capitalist getting jumped on now. The snowball's coming out from Troll right now. He's like a snowball cannon. And now the Sand King ulti coming out. They're going to try to take out SLP. He's going to be able to live for now. Gets a remnant off. Manages to escape, but he'll end up falling in the end there. Rack's still standing here. They're going to start buying back. Mid-Rack's still falling apart. And I think Arteezy is saying the best. The game's a real shit fest. Yeah. I don't believe this is his first game on Troll Warlord by any means at all. Oh no! The 3200 gold courier.
That's a fuck you kill, man. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Pretty much. Anyways, that was definitely a good one. Good thing this was a 4v5. Oh my gosh. Ouch. I think he's flaming Melody there, but honestly, in the end, Melody did not do that badly. He actually has a bit higher GPM than the Slark, who seemed to be playing very well, but wasn't doing too great. Of course, we can't really look at Capitalist and say, well, his GPM was so low. I was very impressed with Capitalist's gameplay.
He actually made some pretty good plays, to be bluntly honest.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like his fantasy points don't make him justice at all. That's sad, man. He actually played really well.
Yeah, but in the end, winning or losing is going to have a pretty decent impact on your fantasy points, so can't blame him for that. Of course, Arizona Ice Out boys going to be rising up in the ranks right now. I'm going to take a quick look at your NEL scoreboard for the month. Keep in mind, person at the top at the end of the month gets $100 cash, as far as I know. What the hell? You want to do one more, Rupture?
Wait, no. That's wrong. That would be awesome, though. Someone told Grant to do that shit. Because I was about to say Subway, but then Charlie would probably murder him in cold blood.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna work. So, hey, Chipotle, man. Who doesn't like Chipotle?
Why not? Anyways, another one's starting up right now, so why don't we just cast another one? I'm going to cut the VOD off here, of course, guys. If you'd like the casting, check us out on Twitter at SBRevolution5 or at Rupture with a 3 instead of an E at the end. And we would love your support, and we'll see you next time.